right, what's up, everybody? This is the Chicago Sports Talk Michael back at it again with another Chicago Bears video. I'm going to give you an overall unbiased view on Caleb Williams. I want everybody to pay attention to what I'm about to say before everybody rants in the comment section like they always do. All right, let me pull something up here real quick. And I'm going to read it one by one. So y'all are gonna have to listen. I'll just listen to it. So I wrote a letter and to discuss the Bears fan base. And if it doesn't change anybody's mind, if I'm still gonna get comments, it is what it is. The NFL is not a fair league. If this was back in the day, Justin Fields would still be on the team. It's unfortunate that it didn't work out. I wish Justin Fields nothing but the best going forward. Now it's time to be skeptical and temper expectations for Caleb Williams. As I hate to see Justin Fields go, my trust is to go to Ryan Poles to draft his guy, and hopefully he can develop him better than all the quarterbacks that we've had. Because this has been the greatest situation, a number one pick, regardless how I feel on the situation. I'm not a general manager. I'm not the owner. I'm just a fan that gives his opinion what's best for the team. But ultimately, it's to Ryan Poles. In Poles, I trust. So, that being said, let's bring it right back to Caleb Williams. Now, I'm getting attacked because I wanted the team to keep Justin Fields. So it was very hard for me to accept the fact that Justin Fields was not going to be the savior of the Chicago Bears. And I acted in such a terrible way that I put my fanhood on the line, saying that if Fields left, then I'm no longer going to care what the Bears do. But I have to realize something, that this is the NFL. Okay, and I love doing this channel because I love talking sports and give you a view of my point of view. But the reason why I acted that way is because I don't want us or the franchise to go back a decade. So because I saw it with Trubisky, I now saw it with Justin Fields, and just because I probably will see it with Caleb, it's just like, why should I be a part of that? And I get it. And I've said, and if it doesn't change anybody's mind, it is what it is at the end of the day. So my job is to do Chicago Bears content and move on, and mostly talk to y'all because I love doing it. I love doing this channel. I don't have any personal vendetta against Caleb Williams. Does he do some shady stuff off the field, like paint his fingernails or cries on his mama's lap when he loses a game? Yeah, that's some shady stuff. But at the end of the day, if he wins games, it does not matter what he will do. So, anyways, I want to bring everybody's attention to another stat I'm going to pull up about why my expectations will be low for Caleb Williams. And I've actually posted this on my community tab. If y'all don't, well, you already know the community tab by now. I want everybody to pay attention to this. This is why you should have, basically, don't overdo yourself if Caleb Williams most likely will break these records. Because the record for rookie touchdowns was set by Charlie. 11 passing touchdowns in 1942. Mitch Trubisky, 2,193 passing yards, and Mitch Trubisky, 196 completions, both set by Mitch Trubisky. The bar is not high for Caleb. I want to tell everybody right that. The bar is not really high for Caleb if he gets drafted. So He's going to break these records. I can almost guarantee that he's going to break these records. And and am I going to throw a party? Of course not. Because if he does, that's how sad of the organization that the Bears have, that it took them about like so many years to have a quarterback that can at least set the rookie touchdown record, to set the passing yards record, to set the pass completions. So, and I also did something on Caleb. I compared him to what everybody compares him to. So I want everybody to pay attention to my screen. This is where I evaluated the quarterbacks that he gets compared to. So, Andrew Luck, 82 touchdowns, 22 picks. Total of, and this is a college career overall, 9,430. Joe Burrow, 78 touchdowns, 11 picks, 8,852. Trevor Lawrence, who was compared generational, just like Caleb Williams, 90 touchdowns, 17 picks, 10,098. Caleb Williams, 93 touchdowns, 14 picks, 10,882. So, okay. And this is going to be my, well, since we just did the comparisons, I want everybody to listen here real quick, Wiz. I thought this was going to be a concern going into the draft, but apparently somebody fact checked this for me, because remember everybody was saying that Caleb Williams struggles against top 25 ranked opponents. This is somebody pulled up real quick. So I'm not sure if everybody can see it real here, but if you can, I'm going to say this. These are all the quarterbacks going into this draft and against top 25 ranked opponents. I want everybody to just pay attention to Caleb Williams, and for the other the teams that will draft this quarterback to pay attention. So he had 314 completions and a 64.34 completion percentage, 4,290 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions, NCAA rating of 151.4. So this was given to my attention after this gets bringed up a lot. Caleb Williams struggles against top 25 defenses. And I guess people rolled with that after the Notre Dame game. And I'm going to say this. I don't think Caleb had worse weapons. I think he had okay weapons in college. Brandon Rice and Taj Washington are not that terrible receivers. Are they like Jordan Addison? No. Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, Caleb, yeah, he was in a lot of close games this year. And guess what? I've seen Caleb fold many times. And let's go look at his stats just for this year. And Caleb took a massive turn down after the Notre Dame game. And ever since then, he's been in. Sometimes the games that he lost were close. And it ultimately came down to the defense. So I'll say this about Caleb. Does he have intangibles that could consider him a top 5 quarterback in the NFL? Yes, he has intangibles. But does he have strong flaws that can be concerning if not developed right? Yes. Justin Fields at his peak, if Tomlin knows how to develop him, is top 15. The notion that Caleb does not want to go to the Bears and he'd rather go to Washington, I think that's already been debunked. Caleb has said this millions of times that it's unique that the Bears are in a position like this because they went 7-10 last year. So I'm looking at this and I say, yeah, Caleb has intangibles, but at the same time, there's things that concern me. There's, like I said, there's things that wow me about Caleb, and there's things that concern me about Caleb. But that can be fixed due to coaching. But people say if the Bears screw this up, they're going to be a cursed franchise. Well, I hate to break it to you, we're a cursed franchise, whether we draft Caleb or not. No matter how talented he is, everybody will have their doubts that the Bears will eventually screw it up. Like I'm not going to be jumping up and down. I'm not going to be popping bottles. I'm not going to pour the champagne, because you want to know why? Because Caleb hasn't done anything yet. And that's realistic for me to say that Caleb hasn't done anything yet. He's just another quarterback. To y'all, he's going to be the final piece to what we're doing. If people want to go to 2020, where Caleb had a way better year than what people expect and won the Heisman. So I want everybody to just view this real quick and then give you all your overall analysis in the comment section. And I just want everybody to, and I bring this up a lot, we should not be in a conversation in 2026 where we're going to say, oh, is Caleb the guy? Caleb's regressing. We need a new quarterback. Bears need Arch Manning because his last name is related to Manning. So I want you to ask yourself this. Do you really think Caleb Williams is going to prevent this conversation from happening? And don't say you don't know, because you have to be confident in yourself. Are you sure we're not going to be in a conversation of getting Arch Manning? Are you sure? Because if we're in this conversation again 3 years from now, because now these days you need 3 years to develop. If we need 3 years to develop and we're still having the same conversation that we had before Justin Fields got traded, are we sure we're not going to have it with Caleb Williams and Arch Manning? Are we sure? Because at the end of the day, let's go look at the Bears' quarterback history. I spelled quarterback wrong, but it will be. So, list of quarterbacks. Okay. So I want everybody to look at this. Is this really concerning to you? Because it's concerning to me. So how many quarterbacks? The Bears have had 29 starting quarterbacks since the 2000 era. So Bears had 30 quarterbacks in 30 years. And that brings me to the question. Do you think Caleb Williams is going to prevent the same conversation that we had with Justin Fields? Like, we discussed Justin Fields versus Caleb Williams for like the past months until Justin Fields got traded. Are we sure we're not going to have Caleb Williams versus Arch Manning conversations? Because if we do, then you might as well label us, no matter who we have, we're going to suck. And I just want to bring everyone's attention. Matt Eberflus. Now, Matt Eberflus is a good defensive coordinator. I very liked how he turned around our defense. But that was because of the Allen Williams situation. And he has never gotten the offensive side of the ball right. I mean, Luke Getsy. Shane Waldron, yeah, he did resurrect Geno Smith, but that's going to be a question that if he can turn Caleb Williams into even better than Geno Smith. Well, Caleb Williams' potential is better than Geno. But that's my thoughts on it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with me. As always, thanks for watching and bear down.